by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans. Excited to be back here once again, except tonight we are short track racing at my home track, the historic Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, a track with a ton of character and a track with endless possibilities when it comes to which lane a guy's going to run and whatnot. We got the super late models on tap here tonight, so bear with us. We are going to throw it down to the track side, get some music rocking and rolling, and wait for qualifying to begin. So stick around. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, it is about that time to hit the qualifying, figure out where your favorite driver is going to start tonight's event. 125 laps around the historic Nashville Fairgrounds. Looks like Brandon Mettler is going to be the first driver to partake in his qualifying effort here. Remember, 2 laps. Fastest lap of the 2 is going to slot you on the grid. Get our side ticker pulled up here. Not a huge field of cars out here tonight, about 14 or 15, but just enough to make it racy and get rowdy. As Mettler getting loose there out of turn number 4, that's going to be a topic and a discussion we have a lot here tonight. And oh, he's actually going to throw away lap number 1. Gets really loose off turn 2. So that basically saying Mettler has to make the second lap a money lap. Come aboard with Mettler here. Very, very bumpy, abrasive track. You hear him there hard in the throttle, trying to get every bit of the power put down he possibly can. But still, with that second lap, only going to slot him in P3rd, the slowest out of the drivers that have went out thus far. Daniel Sweat holding down provisional pole in the Evel Knievel number 07. Got Brad Carpenter in the lime green machine going out. RKM Setup Shop sponsor number 31 Chevy Camaro. See what he can do. He's actually running a little bit lower than Mettler was at the apex, the center of the corner. He went all the way down to the yellow line. But you got to be careful down there. You're playing Russian roulette with the bumps. You just sometimes it can really upset the chassis. First lap for the 31 is going to be a 18.29, so that's P4. A little bit slower than Mettler was. Almost 2/10 actually. So he's going to have to pick it up here on the second lap. It looks to be smoother to the eye test. He's off turn 4. He's digging there off turn 4. Brad Carpenter, 31, jumped up to P3 with a 17.97. Let's jump on over here to Zach Murphy, the number 29 machine, coming into tonight's second in the point standings. The points leader currently, Brian Zimmerman, will be taking an EOL, being last week's winner. So Zach needs to try to capitalize on that as much as possible. He needs to try to get that 29 starting as far up to the front as he possibly can. First lap around was only at 18.37, but the second lap has been the money lap for these drivers. What can he do here? He's digging off turn 4. He's wicked loose. He's going to wreck it. Inside wall. Hard contact for the 29. Loses the rear clip. That's heartbreaking. That's a backup car coming off the hollow there for the 29. Trying to get everything he can out of it. Ultimately just stepped over the line too much. Around she went. Anthony Rennick, glad to have the 23 back out here. See what he can do. This is his second lap we just saw. As it's saying his first lap did not count. I'm trying to figure out, he may have scraped the wall or something in the 23. Second lap, he jumps up to an 18.06. It looks like we have Larry Bell hitting the track surface right now, as well as Alex C. Harris. So keep tabs on both of them drivers, see where they slot in at here. See Larry Bell trying to get some heat in the tires. Very, very important. Trying to get the tires up to some type of temperature. It's not going to be the preferred temperature, but you can get them warm enough to put down a qualifying lap, and that's exactly what Belsky's trying to do there. As Go Chain Cowboy Justin Coleman's also hitting the track. When Larry Bell finishes this lap, we'll switch over to Coleman. As Larry Bell just put his first lap up with a 17.97, and Alex C. Harris takes over provisional pole with a 17.89. But the Go Chain Cowboys out here now is a driver you got to watch week in and week out. What can the 14 do here? I know he loves this track. He loves the fairgrounds. First lap around is going to be P2 on the board at 17.90. Provisional pole is not safe. You have to look at the left tab there. It's a 17.89. Has 12 seconds to get to the line here. He's going to make it, no problem. What's the second lap going to be for the 14? Can he take the pole position away? Second lap around is a 17.94. So got a little bit slower on the second lap. But still starting outside row number 1. As Brody Mears was trying to finish up his qualifying effort, but ultimately ran out of time. A lot of drivers were electing to not qualify right there. Let's see if we can get the grid up on our end, as I believe we can there. As we saw it, Alex C. Harris, 17.897. 0.002 faster than Justin Coleman, who's starting P2 to his outside row number 1. Inside row number 2, it's going to be Evel Knievel, Daniel Sweat, with Caleb B. Thompson firing off in 4th. And then starting in the 5th place spot, we got Brad Carpenter. Larry Bell is rolling off 6th. Brandon Mettler starting 7th. Anthony Rennick, number 23, rolling off 8th. Zach Murphy could not capitalize on Brian Zimmerman not able to qualify. Gonna be starting right there next to him. Zach Murphy 9th, Brian Zimmerman 10th. So you're 1, 2, and 3 actually in the points with Jason Day starting 11th. So pretty cool, pretty weird to see all them drivers towards the back of the pack. And we know Wellman's doing race control for us. 13th is the kid. Brody Mears did not get his qualifying effort in. Chris Clark into 14. And with a teammate, Lucky Dog, Jeffrey Miller starting shotgun to the field, representing Top Hat and DTR Racing. As now it's just a waiting game. Gotta wait for the field to get set. Come on, pace car. These boys are ready. I'm ready. I know you fans at home are ready. Hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying the action here tonight already. As qualifying was pretty intense with the 74 and the 14 right there on top of each other in regards to the pace and the speed. And also, if you're able, hit it in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from or who you're rooting for. As man, oh man, it's an extended little grid time here. There we go. Starting to roll them off now. First start of the race is on green. After that, it's in the hands of the race leader. So this first start, Justin Coleman, he knows when it's coming. When that green flag drops, he knows he can get on the loud pedal and let the big girl eat. So he's going to see if he can capitalize on that outside lane. He's going to be able to drive it off into 1 and 2 a little bit deeper, and he's going to get the run off. But Alex does have the preferred lane on the bottom. It looks like they're going to take one more lap around. See the cars coming to us, and that's where Choose Cone's going to be as well, right there at the start-finish line. You see the dotted line in the middle of the track at the start-finish line. If they are above that, meaning to the right of that, then they're taking the high line. If they're to the left of that or under that, they're taking the left line, the low line. As pace car is off. Green flag is out in the air, and look at that. 14 may actually kissed the outside wall ever so slightly, but it does not matter. Look at the momentum he gains on that high side, holding the 74 down ever so slightly. There's been a battle still going on for the race leaders. They barrel off in 3 and 4, coming down Broadway, the front stretch here. Advantage goes to the 74. Can he keep it at the line? 07 going around. 43 going around. That's Larry Bell in the back. 72 involved. That is the kid, Brody Mears. A lot of cars impacted by that, and no fast repair for these drivers. If I recall, they do not have a fast repair. As man, oh man, what happened here? So I saw... Where'd it go? Daniel Sweat, Evil Knievel. I thought, get loose kind of by himself, but there's multiple incidents happening here. See if we can get a different camera angle. Oh, Larry Bell just gets loose like Sweat does. Luckily for Sweat, he had the inside wall to go to. Larry Bell did not have that pleasure. As man, oh man, a lot of torn up race cars there. As he looked really quick and see if they got a fast repair tonight. I cannot remember. They do have one fast repair. So that was a mistake on my end. But they are able to use it if they want to use it. And now when the lights go off on the pace car, that's when they're going to be choosing. His lights are still on. I look for them to maybe be doing a choose on this next time around, possibly. No, I am wrong, because they are just now hitting pit road. As poor old Larry Bell. My goodness, can't even get into his box, hitting the wall. But luckily did have a fast repair. Going to get out of Dodge before pace car comes around. So the 43 car is going to remain on the lead lap. Daniel Sweat looks like he is opting to repair some of the damage versus actually use the fast repair, which is smart of him early in this event, maybe. I think he's coming back out. Yes, he is. He's going to try to beat the pace car out there. Is the Coleman Design, number 14. Eating up front. Going to work. Leading the laps early on here. Beautiful number 14 machine. Elvis Coleman Racing, they cannot be denied these past few weeks. And not only CLR, but ASRL and other leagues. Elvis Coleman Racing, they are putting in the work. They're putting in the time. And it's starting to really pay off for them. You're starting to see them really start to win. Or be in the contention for the win in every race they show up at. As like Mettler's coming back down for an unscheduled stop. Larry Bell, the same. Maybe a fuel call by both these drivers. You see the choose going taking place there. Caleb E. Thompson goes the inside lane. Alex D. Harris could have took the inside lane if he wanted, but he elected to start on the outside. That's going to let Brian Zimmerman jump up 2 rows. So that's huge for Brian Zimmerman there. You see, the drivers, they want that outside lane on these restarts. As Holman fires them off and leaves them in the dust. Row number 2. Or row 1 turned into row number 2. Alex D. Harris trying to do what he had happened to him on the first lap. It looks like he might get it here. Has the power on the outside. Needs to get clear of the 04 though here on the exit of 2. 04 hits the bumps right there. You saw the car get a little upset. The chassis hit the ground a little bit. That gave the 74 even more of an advantage. 74 is just trying to get clear. As we have some hard side-by-side racing going on here between Lucky Dog and Maple Leaf Muscle. The 79 car is charging forward, ladies and gentlemen. Lucky Dog, he's coming. He's moving up 7 spots, 8 spots since he started this race. And ooh, Jason Day, wicked loose there. But shout out to Brian Zimmerman, last week's winner, already up to P4. He risked it a little bit, taking the bottom on a restart. Well, really not risking it, but you can tell most guys wanted the top side. And he elected to take the bottom, and it paid off. Pretty big for him right now, sitting P4, but it's still Gold Chain Cowboy out front. Already almost a 7, 8, 10 second lead over second place Caleb E. Thompson. Jump on board with Gold Chain and see what he's looking like out here. Crank up the motor sounds just a little bit for you fine folks. You hear that? No wheel spin when he gets on that throttle. None whatsoever. He's very, very smooth. He's very smooth on that throttle and on that wheel. He's not spinning those tires at all, or any more than he has to get that car to rotate. I'm back here to Brad Carpenter and Brian Zimmerman. We saw them do battle before we jumped on board with Gold Chain Cowboy. They are still duking it out. Both these guys heavy favorites week in and week out here on Monday nights. Right now, battling for P4. Ooh, Demi, big episode right there. Got the car loose, lost a little bit of time and momentum. Nice little teammate battle here between the 29 and 31 solid, bottomed out in the middle of the track. The driver's going to have to avoid that because when you see those sparks fly up from that chassis, they are getting tight. The car's just pushing tight where it's hitting the ground. Back up front here, Justin Coleman just walking the dog on him right now. Just walking the dog, but is he asking too much out of the equipment? I don't think tires are going to be a huge factor, although this track is very abrasive. If this is a run that goes to the end, it could come into play. It absolutely could come into play, tires. Right on the back deck of Justin Coleman out front here, looking back at Caleb E. Thompson, Alex E. Harris, and I said it a few weeks ago, I'm going to say it again. Shout out to Alex E. Harris as of late. Really running strong. Finally got him a win a few weeks back and has picked up a couple more since. So shout out to Alex E. Harris. We jump on board with him here. You saw it get a little loose there. A little bit of a bobble, a little bit of a wiggle out of Alex. We see Stephen T in the chat and Krista Travis Farley. Let's go, Go Chain Cowboy. The Go Chain Cowboy is looking to be the man to beat tonight. And now I know we love racing because the fastest car don't always win, but man, oh man, he qualified P2, took the lead on lap 1, and has not looked back. Has no reason to look back. As you see the 5 most recent laps between first and second place. If the laps are green, that means Thompson was faster. If they're red, that means Coleman was faster. And you see 4 out of the last 5, Coleman has been a little bit quicker. Nice Coleman. Just textbook out here right now. Completely textbook. Lap after lap. They're super consistent lap times every time he crosses the stripe. And you can see, I mean, he is one of the only cars out here that is not slipping and sliding around. He's not having to catch the car. Not really chasing it a lot. You look at, I know Alex C. Harris, he was slipping and sliding a little bit a while ago. I know I was hearing the word hot and slippery. 2 words all practice long. Hot, slippery. Well, now you see the lights have come on at this track. Suns went down. Starting to get a little bit more grip in the surface naturally just because it's getting cooler. Second and third have completely drove out of 4th place life, but sadly they cannot say the same for the 1st place guy. But I do want to note that gap has shrunk ever so slightly last 3 laps. Caleb B. Thompson and Alex C. Harris have cut it down to, we're under 7 tenths now. As I say that, it jumps right back up to 8 tenths. It's almost as if Go Chain heard me. He's got a great battle going on back here for the 9th. And then, oh, we just switched to it. Metal gets into the back of Murphy. Can Murphy save that? What a save out of the 29. A race-saving type save here. My goodness, this car was every bit but wrecked. 15 gets loose, slaps the wall. Tank slaps the 29. And my goodness, boys and girls, you're not going to see a save like that even on dirt. What a save. That car is completely deadlocked to the right. he drives out of it. What a save out of the 29, Zach Murphy. Man, oh man, that is a save that makes you want to need to go do a panty change, I guess. Man, oh man. Well, folks, we're going to throw it till it crank it up. Headset users, please beware. It's about to get loud. We'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, folks, we are back. Want to thank USAFirearms.com for sponsoring that Crank It Up and for sponsoring the series. USAFirearms.com, you see it in the top left of your screen, specializes in AR-15s but has all your gun needs and accessories. Check them out, USAFirearms.com. As it's been all Justin Coleman out front, I don't know exactly what fuel is like, if I'm being honest. I don't know if they can make it. But for right now, if they can make it, ain't nobody stopping this man right here. Alex E. Harris currently took over P2 away from Caleb, but Alex is still treading water. He's about a second, 1.2 off our race leader. Just lap after lap, Coleman's almost a half a tenth to a tenth faster every lap they go around. So the lap or the gap is just increasing with each passing lap. And Blaine, if you're watching, you're a girl. As kudos, these guys are keeping it green too. Clean and green, that's what we like it. That's the way we like it. As 14, I am starting to see the right front brake. It's starting to glow a little bit, the rotor. But showing he's having to use those brakes a little bit more each and every lap. So the tires are definitely starting to wear. Now, I don't think they're going to become a huge factor. I say all that, and they're about almost 8/10 off their fastest lap. So tires are definitely starting to wear. They're starting to feel the effects of it. If the 14 burnt his stuff up earlier when he pulled away from the guys, like I think he may have, then we're going to start seeing it pretty soon if the 74 can catfish the 14 back in, just reel him back in slowly. And I mean, he's doing it right now. The gap's under a second now. So the 74 is in fact catching the 14 these last 3 laps at least. Was 2/10 quicker than Go Chain Cowboy last time around the circuit. This time he's going to be a tenth even faster. That's 3/10 he's gained in the last 2 laps. Already 59 laps into this event. This track, they have scanned it to perfection. This is exactly how it looks in real life. If anybody lives from around here in the Bowling Green or Southern Kentucky, Northern Tennessee area, if you have not had the chance to visit Nashville Fairgrounds to watch a Saturday night race, you are doing yourself an injustice. You need to get down there. At the end of October, they do the All-American 400, and man, oh man, it's a hell of a race. All the big they got a lot of NASCAR names come out there, a lot of big short track names come out there. But iRacing, they did a spot-on job in regards to scanning this facility. This is, you go down there right now, it looks identical to this, even to where the trees are and all that. Did a hell of a job scanning the facility and the racing surface. I've talked to drivers that raced in real life down in Nashville for 30 years, 20, 25, 30 years. And they say it is spot on. So shout out to iRacing. And right now, Go Chain Cowboy, he's been the man out front. But he's starting to get a little company. Here comes the 74, the Monsters Energy Machine. He's slowly but surely creeping closer. And I think I'm going to have a guest join me here up in the booth. It's going to be the Wild Man, Kyle Wellman. And I'm going to ask him right on the spot, Kyle, are they good on fuel?
I really don't know, honestly.
That's been my $1 million question. Can you do me a favor? Can you jump down there to Zimmy and them and see if they are? And then relay the news.
Yep, I'll be right back.
Right on. So Kyle's going to go down there and be a little in-race reporter, we'll call it. That's the perks of having Discord. We can go down there and talk to a few drivers and see what the gasoline situation's like, because I know typically Nashville, it's a bigger style short track. I know that's an oxymoron to even say that, but it's a bigger style short track. We typically have to stop here. So Kyle, what'd you find out?
All right. Some of the guys that are running about mid-pack are saying that they've got only about 20 laps left on fuel, so they will be making, looks like, one green flag pit stop tonight.
I was going to say, we are in the ballpark of green flag pit stops then. So mid-pack is about 20 laps. I'm going to guess Justin Coleman, Alex C. Harris, they're doing about 17, 18 laps in, I guess.
Yeah, this will be our first, first
I think
green
so.
flag pit stop, I think, this year.
think so.
No, we had one last week at Iowa, but the thing about here is that it's a really tricky pit road to get into.
I'm half tempted to throw a
Oh,
caution.
we got Brian Zimmerman coming in right now.
So Brian Zimmerman breaking the ice, and 74 was applying pressure to the 14 as I just started sharing my screen if you want to look at it. But yes, Brian Zimmerman, first car down. So right now what he wants this thing to stay green. If a caution was to fly now, he is screwed entirely, right? Going to be laps down, trapped.
Yep. He very well may go 2 laps down. Nope. Looks like he's good, and he might have only taken right side tires.
Yep.
He's going to come out right in front of the leaders.
Right side tire. So right there, he lost a lap. Is he going to lose
Just
another
one? But what helps him is if he did take those right side tires, he may be a little bit quicker and gain some time that
Absolutely.
he didn't quite have before.
That's why we like the short pit, right? That way, when you're out on track turning your fastest laps, they're still turning slower laps. That's what you're seeing.
As I was talking a little bit ago about pit road being hard to get onto, Caleb B. Thompson went to pit and missed the entrance to pit road and had to keep it on track.
As we're bringing it back up on camera right now.
That's gonna hurt him a lot.
That kills him because look, he slows down right here, guys, trying to hit that pit road. Oh, whoa!
Yep. Here he goes again.
Hey, he a heads up call by the 04.
Caution out!
Yo!
Oh, big wreck on the front.
No way. That's gonna shake up the running order for certain. Now, Goat Chain and them have not pitted yet. Let's see what happened here. It looked like Brandon Mettler was involved. I'm not sure if it was happening in front of him as it was. It's Anthony Rennick went around up there. Anthony Rennick, Daniel Sweat maybe drove in. I don't know. Kyle has some work he has to do now on that one. Let's see what happens here.
If I can find my pin.
Like 31 got into the back of the 23, sent him around, and boom with the dynamite. My God, they're still wrecking. Boys, slow it down. Wreck on the front stretch. Let's see what happened here. Let's see if we can jump on board with Brandon Mettler. So everything's fine. Calm, cool, collected right here. As I think we went back way too far. I know we didn't either. Look, he's on the binders, folks. He's slowing down. Oh, nowhere to go, but right there. Tough break. Okay, so we have an interesting development. Okay, no, never mind. As I thought Brody Mears was going to be the race leader, but I tell you who is going to be the race leader. Alex C. Harris had a better pit stop than Justin Coleman. Alex C. Harris got the race lead away from Justin. And now we just await for Kyle to let us know whenever choose cone's happening. We are golden. Absolutely golden. 50 laps to go. It's about to get dicey. Are they choosing yet, Kyle, or not, are they? Kyle is deafened. Alex C. Harris, Tanner Martin in the booth. Got a copy?
Got a copy.
Got the race lead on pit road there. You out front now, got the track position. You think you got something for him here?
We'll see what we can get. I kind of catching Justin in the very end, so I was kind of hoping that I had some long run speed, but I know Jason's got some long run speed as well. He said he caught me back up from 6 seconds behind, so I got a lot of people to keep in front. So we'll see how it goes.
So choose come coming by this time. We going high or low?
Going high.
Going high. So Alex D. Harris is the race leader out front. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you very much.
There you see it. Harris high. Coleman goes low. Jason Day goes low. So that's interesting to see. Dak Murphy elected to go high behind the leader. Right now, the biggest mover of the race is none other than Lucky Dog. He's up 8 spots since he started this race, so hopefully he can keep the eyes and car facing forward and get him a good finish here. But lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to be rocking and rolling again. Field's in the hands of the 74. The car on the outside. I think Coleman contain him here on the low line. As he cannot, look like Coleman may have been in a wrong gear or something. Murphy's going to get by as well, but Coleman's going to fight here on the low line. Oh, they're going to make contact. Oh, Murphy's going to go around this time hard into the outside wall.
Ooh.
That may not be a yellow either. That's not going to be a
No
yellow.
caution. No caution.
No caution there. Zach Murphy, P3 in the points, and I don't know what happened here other than just hard racing. I'm going to bring it back up and see real quick. Coleman's fighting for his life right there on the low line, just trying to get everything he can out of it. And oh, Murphy actually comes down on him. Murphy initiated the contact there, and that could be a night ender for the 29 machine. But look at this. Alex C. Harris up to a 2.5 lead over Justin Coleman.
Luckily for Zach, we did accidentally have fast repairs on tonight, so he's going to use his fast repair and get back out on track. Hopefully, run it around and maybe gain a few extra spots if there's some more trouble.
Yeah, I don't know who put the session up, gave y'all fast repair. Whoever it is, he's a dummy. But he looks
Tell you
good,
what.
though.
Tell you what, Brian Zimmerman got real lucky with that caution, being
Yeah.
able to get back on the lead lap. He's back up to 4th, so he actually gained a few spots too.
He absolutely did, and he's working on the back of basically a teammate and Jason Day. They're racing in the same Discord channel together. Right now, they may be working together trying to get past this 14, but that's going to be no easy task. This 14's been out front all race long, but now it's all the Alex C. Harris show, I believe. 44 laps to go, 43, and they cross the stripe. Leader has a 2.5 lead over second place, and second place has a hornet's nest of hungry drivers starving right there behind him. Jason Day went winless last season. Kyle has not won yet again this season. We know he's really, really itching to park at 52 in Victory Lane.
Yeah, he's real hungry after last week too, leading some laps and looking like a real strong contender and having an incident. Still managed to come back to finish 4th last week, I believe, but he's itching to go up there and get a win.
As I'm looking on SimRacer Hub right now, I want to see. Bear with me for a second. When is the last time Day got him a win? January 29th, so not very long ago, actually.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Or last week, yeah.
No, that's not true. That ain't true. I'm dumb. Sorry.
He's making a move to the inside of Coleman right now. That's what Zimmy wants to see, to close that gap up a little bit. It's also what Alex likes to see, so we can lengthen his gap even more.
Jason Day's last race win in Cricket Line Racing was April 10th, 2023. He is on a drought right now. You know he wants it. He's battling second place here, Justin Coleman. But I'm telling you, Alex C. Harris, he loves seeing this. He said, boys, y'all have at it back there. Get side by side, race it out. Because that lead is doing nothing but growing right now.
Yeah, Alex is fighting Brian Zimmerman for point lead right now. Zimmy back and forth. Coleman and Jason Day are actually fighting each other in points right now too for top 5 position.
And now, I'm not saying this is happening, but Coleman and Brandon Ellis are teammates. You think the 14's racing the 52 a little bit harder. We know there's a little bit of beef on the table there between the 52 and the 54 of Brandon Elvis.
Yeah, that's another thing. Brandon Elvis not here tonight in car, but he is the spotter for Justin tonight, so maybe there might be a little bit of a
Might just race that car a little bit harder.
Might be a little bit of persuasion to wear them tires out a little bit more and keep Jason back there.
Right. Not going to wreck each other, of course, but definitely going to race that car a little bit harder, more than likely. Go James doing the right thing. He is giving the 52 car the bottom, but I mean, we know the bottom just isn't really where you want to be at necessarily here.
Bottom's fast on entry, but if you get pinched down on exit, you got nowhere to go. As there's contact.
Yeah, they're about to wreck.
Yep.
52 kind of just doored him up the track, didn't he?
Yep. Day did come over radio and apologize. Said that was on him. He slid up.
So now you know the 14's quote unquote pissed, right? Because he saw
Yeah,
his
oh,
teammate,
Zimmy!
Zimmy trying to take it out.
Great save. Been a lot of good saves
That
tonight.
Zach Murphy save. Did you see that earlier?
Oh yeah, at the beginning of the race,
Yeah,
it was
that
incredible.
was-
He did it twice in a row.
That was
Did it the next
insane.
lap too.
Absolutely insane. It looked like a dirt late model out there the way it was sideways.
Alex
Man, oh
is
man.
sitting real comfortable
I
right
can't
now.
believe this, man. This race just changed entirely because of the caution. Look behind him, Kyle. Look at this.
Oh yeah, it's
You got to
gaggle of
squint.
cars.
You got to squint though to see the gaggle of them.
Yeah. He's just saving right now. We got a battle towards the back between Jeffrey Miller and Zach, and they make contact.
I hear sorry coming over the radio there. The
Yep,
Lucky Dog Zach, a little bit of incident between them, but no harm, no foul. They keep it going straight.
Yep, Lucky Dog ended up giving Zach the position. He just got loose coming out of 4 and put his left rear into Zach's door.
Oh,
And-
Lucky Dog maybe going around.
and
He
then-
is going around. Hard lick on
Oh,
the inside
man.
wall. Alex E. Harris, he is pissed now. He did not want to see that yellow come out. Lucky Dog just got a little loose, it looked like, Kyle, and ultimately
Yeah.
could not chase the car around enough. Let's jump on board
Yeah.
with him and see.
Same thing happened last turn, except he had a car to his inside to save him. Not this time.
Look how tight he is right there. Got a lot of wheel input to it. And you see the weight transfer. So I know viewers at home, it's going to be hard for y'all to tell, but me being a driver, I can tell exactly when that weight starts to transfer over. It's right about, he's already plowing here. He's already got a lot of wheel into it. Right about there, he's gone. He stays in the throttle. If he would have lifted, he could have saved the car. I don't know. He's going fastest portion of the track right there. You're hard in the throttle. Ultimately goes around on the 79. As that's going to allow the 04 of Caleb B. Thompson to get back on that lead lap. Looks like Zach Murphy is the next car in line for the lead lap, and he needs to get back on it because he is in the points picture. Remember, I told you the points battle is hot and heavy right now. As I know, Demi only had like a 11-point lead from first to fourth, if I recall. So, I mean, the points are right on top of each other between Brian Zimmerman, Zach Murphy, Alex C. Harris, and Jason Day. Gonna see if we can talk to Maple Leaf really quick. Jason Day, live in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I looked up the stats, brother. April 10th, 2023. That's your last CLR win. I know you want it. How's it feeling out there, brother? Starting outside right here.
Oh, you just jinxed me now.
No,
Like,
I gotta lay the pressure down, man. Talk to me.
car feels really good long run. I don't know if you noticed in the first run, started at the back, and those guys probably had a 6-second lead. I mean, I got it into 2 seconds
Yep.
before that caution came out. So I feel good on the long run. Alex is quick. He's not going to make it easy on me. So yeah, I just hoping for green flag run for the rest of the way.
With the choose cone coming up here, do you know what lane you're taking already, or are you going to just go based off Alex?
I'll just probably do opposite whatever Alex is doing.
Right, so you're going to be on that front row regardless. Well, good luck, Maple Leaf Muscle. I know you want it. Go get it, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Right,
April
Tanner
10th.
coming to the choose this time.
Oh, okay. Well, that camera ain't worth nothing. Well, folks, we ain't got a really good camera. It's off the gearbox right here. Alex goes low. Or Alex goes high, Jason goes low, Justin Coleman goes high.
Oh, but that's going to be a penalty on Brad Carpenter. He was on that white line at the start-finish line.
Yes, sir. Glad I'm not race controlling. Got to hand that one out. Have fun with that one, Kyle. If you need to delay it, you can. Which it looks like you're probably going to have to. Well, Brad Carpenter going to the tail end of the pack. Did not execute the choose cone correctly. Will this be the last restart of the race? Alex E. Harris needs to get up on the wheel, but so does Jason Day if he wants this race win. April 10th, 2023, as you see the lights flashing, all the cameras going, as Alex E. Harris gets a great launch off, exactly what he needs to do. Jason Day now battling Go Chain Cowboy to his outside, and Brian Zimmerman right there on the tail bumper, just waiting for one of them to make a move. Got guys hitting outside wall on the backstretch. Guys hitting each other. 14 is letting them hang on the high side. led the first 50 laps of this event. Then the caution came. Ever since then, it's been all Alex C. Harris. 14 needs to get clear of the 52 if he wants a shot at the 74. He gets clear there. Now it's all about time. Do you have the time to chase down that race leader? Do you have the pace to chase down that race leader?
Sorry, Tanner. I was just reviewing that choose just to make sure I was correct. And yeah, Brad Carpenter was on that white line, crossing the start finish.
10-4. But lost a lot of track position, did Brad Carpenter. Still in P6, so he got around the lap guys pretty good. But look at the freight train coming around Nashville here. They are digging. This is, if Iowa wasn't on the schedule, I think this is one of the fastest tracks we're going to visit all week long. I mean, all season long. This track is just bad fast. It looks like Day does not have the speed to get up there and mix and mingle with the 14. 14 is trying his hardest to get up there and race the 74. Let's jump on board with Go Chain Cowboy, Justin Coleman. Drives it off in there deep. I mean, he's getting everything he can out of it right now. Not leaving anything out there. Let's pull up this.
Day just seems to be getting a little bit better exit in 3 and 4 and better entry in 1 and 2. I think he's keeping Coleman on his toes on what line he's going to take so he can switch it up all the time.
Absolutely. Last 5 laps, Alex C. Harris was faster on 4 of the last 5. That time by, he was faster again, so he's faster in 4 of the last 5 than Justin Coleman. Now let's look at Justin Coleman and Day. Day's actually been faster 3 of the last 5, so Day's a little quicker.
I tell you what, though, look who's made a great recovery. Got Zach Murphy back there on the bumper of Brian Zimmerman.
But it is a lap down right now.
Oh, is he still a lap down?
Yep, it is a lap down.
Oh, man.
I think so. We'll wait
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
he sure is. Yep, he's first car, 1 lap down. So he's hoping for a caution.
He's definitely showing good speed in the 29 as he gets around the 28, but
I'm wondering if he thinks he's fast enough to go up there and earn it the hard way.
Maybe. He's definitely the quickest car on track right now. Fastest car on the track last time, and that was with making a pass over Brian Zimmerman, was Zach Murphy.
Tell you what, Coleman's doing a real good job.
Jason Day got wicked loose there. Looked like he wanted to do a crossover move, but got loose in the process, Kyle.
Yeah, he had a good run, just a little too much power on exit. Coleman's doing a real good job of holding him up, or holding him back.
Just running in the middle of the track, but Coleman right there, he can't afford that. He can't afford to make small mistakes because a small mistake could turn into a big mistake when you're going this fast.
I noticed a lot of guys are really starting to scrub that wall a little bit, especially on the backstretch. But, you know, they're getting it out of that wall, not climbing it. They're doing pretty good.
I'll never get being up in the broadcast booth while people hit the wall on the backstretch on a lot of tracks. But they're doing it here tonight, too. I mean, time after time, you keep seeing smoke come off that wall.
From racing these cars last season, I noticed going down the backstretch, when you go to turn in, it whips that right rear out a lot.
Kind of. Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, just that right rear whipping out and hitting the wall.
Yep. But I don't know if Day has the power to get around the 14 without a chrome horn or something like that. It looks like they are, I mean, lap for lap, almost matching pace. But the funny thing about all of it is they're matching the leader's pace. So this gap that we see the leader have now, it was basically inherited from the restart. He got that good of a launch. Now he has extended it a little bit, but they are actually reeling him in ever so slightly.
Yeah, from what I've noticed these past few weeks with these cars is they have the power and they can get loose, but when it comes to lap times, it's almost like the late model stock cars where they're all just on top of each other on lap times.
Right. And Alex is just being mistake-free right now. If he's making mistakes, we're not seeing them, right? We're not seeing none of the mistakes on the outside of the car. It's Coleman wicked loose once again. So Coleman, he's trying to let the big dog eat in that underneath that hood, but just cannot get the grip on the racing surface.
Brad's made a good recovery from getting that AOL and restart back up to 5th position.
It is a great recovery for him in regards to the points. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. He gets loose on the exit, so the tires, they're gone. Remember, a lot of people only took 2 tires as well. So the left side tires are really, really showing their wear now.
Say what? Business will start picking up here soon. Coming to 6 to go right now.
Oh,
If you're going to start making moves, you got to make them. Brad Carpenter gets loose out of 4.
I think business has been picked up since the restart. But Alex C. Harris, he's dressed and fitted for the business. He has a suit and tie on. Maybe a notebook out here giving lessons around Nashville. There's going to be 6 laps to go. But Go Chain, he's catching him. He's getting there. That last time around was a full 10th faster. But
I think that's a product of him just trying to outrun Day right now, so Day can't get to his bumper.
Yep, I agree. Coleman's pushing
But Jason
really hard.
Day is also the kind that knows he's in 3rd right now. He already accidentally got up into Coleman earlier in the race. I don't think he's going to press the issue too much.
I agree with that. I agree 100%. He's probably content to bring it home 3rd. Good points night. Gaining some points on Brian Zimmerman, although he is in 4th right there behind you. Because y'all remember, Zach Murphy, the 29 car, has actually scored a lap down. So he's running 4th with in regards to pace, but he is currently showing a lap down.
So that's another thing. Zach's reeling him in. If you're Jason, you don't want to let him have it, because then that brings Brian Zimmerman right to your bumper.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to fight off this lap car just to keep your 3rd place.
We'll see what Zach tries to do here. Zach and Jason, they started out as rivals. There was a season, it was one of the first seasons of tour mods. These two could not stop hitting each other. I mean, it got to the point where I was like, all right, boys, it's always been half at it, but I'm going to need y'all to chill out just a little bit. And now they've turned so many laps, the respect level's there now, right? They've already got all over with. I think Zach's going to ride. As there's 2 laps to go, going to be white flag in the air this next time. Bye, wild man.
Yes, sir. White flag right now.
As Alex C. Harris, lucky dog out in front of him. Don't believe he'll play a factor in this.
Just need Jeffrey to go high. He's been doing it all night. Very respectable driver. Yep, goes all the way to the high side. Scrubs the wall a little bit.
Alex C. Harris has wanted it on broadcast, and damn it, he's got it on broadcast. Picks up another race win here on a Monday night in the Crooked Line Racing USA Firearms.com Super Late Model Series. As that is, I believe, race win number 2 of the season for that 74. But the first one on broadcast, I know he is happy. He has shown a lot of speed as of late. Going to most definitely be a championship contender when this season's said and done. As this winning moment is, need to work on the that's a little ugly.
He hasn't done one in a while, I don't think.
Need to work on the burnouts a little bit, but, you know.
Oh, he's doing that Martin Truex burnout.
Forwards and backwards.
Yep.
As this winning moment brought to you by BAM Racing Videos. Head on over to BAM Racing Videos on YouTube if you like real-life grassroots short track racing. Again, that is BAM Racing Videos. As I believe now it's time to talk to some drivers. And now Dave's going to say, I jinxed him. I'm not interviewing him. I'm making you do it. I ain't talking to him because I know for certain the first thing's going to come out and say I'm jinxing him. So here, you have it, Kyle. Dave, you are in here. Kyle, the floor is yours.
Jason Day.
I didn't jinx you.
Finisher.
I did not do it.
Tanner says he didn't jinx
I'm
you,
not
but I
talking
don't
to anybody right now. Just kidding.
Oh, man. One heck of a race. A lot more calm for you than it was last week. Talk us through it.
Well, it's not. I should be happy with P3. Congrats to Alex on the win. He had a great car. I don't know. I think I burned my stuff up a little bit trying to race Justin there. I got a couple. He raced me hard, so it was good racing, good clean racing. I think I just burnt stuff up there at the end, but yeah, it felt good. The first half of the race felt like I was a car that I could probably win the race if I could get up there. But yeah, the last, I don't know if that had a bad set of tires or whatever. They just didn't seem to last like the first set I had. So it is what it is, and I'm happy with P3 and no incidents, nothing involved. So it was a pretty clean race all in all. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that battle between you and Coleman was fun to watch. Hard but clean. You guys made a little bit of contact in the middle of the turn once, but you're gonna have that, especially in grassroots racing. Who do you got singing your car tonight?
Sorry, my button wasn't working. Still not working. Okay, they're working now. You can hear me.
Yep,
Yeah, we hear
we
you.
got a copy on you.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, it
He's
wasn't.
like, sorry, my
it
button
wasn't.
ain't working. I don't know why y'all can't hear me.
No, it wasn't clicking. I couldn't hear the thing. But anyway,
The
yeah. Of course, thanks to you guys for everybody at True Sims Productions putting on. Thanks to you, Kyle, for being race admin. It's actually made a huge difference. I really enjoy the races, having somebody making some decisions and holding people accountable for stuff, including myself last week. So I apologize again for the broadcast miscue last week. Thanks, Tanner, for all the work that you do. I know you're getting tired with all this broadcast stuff, but you do a great job. True Sim Productions is one of the best broadcasts out there, so it's always fun to go back and watch them. Thanks to everybody at Cricket Line, including you, Tanner, for putting on a great series. Always enjoy racing, especially the super lates. I'm not a big fan of the late models, but I like the super lates. It's always good racing. I wish we could get a few more cars out here, but it's still a good crowd and a good crowd of cars and good competition all in all. So yeah, and thanks to USA Firearms for sponsoring the series, and all my guys at Five Kings Motorsports, and all our sponsors: Elite Performance Industries, Butt Kicker, True Sim Productions, Savage Edge Apparel, BAM Racing Videos, and USA Firearms. And of course, thanks again for everybody watching.
Right on, Day. Good job, buddy. Congratulations on the P3 tonight.
Yep,
Thanks, sir.
congratulations, and not even that. You also gained a spot in points. You're up to third in points now.
Nice. And thanks, Tanner. I'll try to get a win sometime in the next year.
Man, oh man. Congratulations, Maple Leaf. Let's see if we can. Can you find me second place? I don't even see him. No Coma's in here.
See. Yep, I'll move him up here. He's live right now. So he's gonna get mad, but he'll be all right. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, there he is. Got him.
Yep, here he is, Justin Coleman, runner up tonight in the race. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good, man. How about y'all?
We're doing pretty good. I'll let Tanner take this one.
So Justin, you got out front early, lap one, right? High side rider, you made it work, and then the caution fell, and somehow you lost the battle off pit road. Talk to us from that moment on how the race go for you.
The car got real loose after we took a pit stop. I took right sides and stuff, so it was a little free and just got the right rear a little too hot, and battling with Day and them just kind of let Alex get out a little too far on us. But it was starting to come back to us there towards the end of the race, but just ran out of time. But all in all, it was a good race, man. I had fun.
The
And,
lap times backs up that claim because you was really starting to, you and Day both were starting to track down Alex E. Harris. Now, take us back to the beginning in the middle portion of the race, Coleman. It looked like you had almost a 2-second lead at one point, and then about 10 laps before the caution came out, the first one, looked like Alex was running you down a little bit. Was that just a product of you backing the pace down, or was the tire starting to give out on you at that point?
Well, honestly, the car still felt great at that point. I was just hitting my marks. I got into a groove. Was running the same lap times consistently, so I was just trying to save a little tire. That way
Right.
we could take rights instead of burning all four off.
Right.
And I guess he just picked the pace up, trying to run us down. But no, I mean the car was great. I could have probably stepped it up, but I knew we was getting pretty close to a pit stop, so I just kind of let it happen.
Makes sense. Well, Coleman, the points are in. You jumped up to 5th place in the points. You gained 5 spots. Who we got to thank for tonight's podium finish tonight, big dog?
First and foremost, I want to thank Brandon Elvis for spotting for me tonight. He did all my crew chiefing and spotting, so I appreciate him taking time out of his night to help me out. Thank you and TSP. Y'all do great broadcasting. I enjoy watching all the broadcasts. Thank my team, Elvis Coleman Racing, all my sponsors, Barry Elvis Performance and Fabrication, Shaka Racing Performance, Coleman Design. Let's see who else we got. Gibbs Brothers Construction, BH Homes Construction, and Parker Brothers Window Tinting.
I mean, you had a post-it note in front of you or something, bro? That's a lot. Holy cow. Well, shout out to him and shout out to you, Go Chain Cowboy and Coleman Designs. You don't ever shout it out, but I'm going to shout it out. The 14 was looking just right tonight, and they usually do when they come out of Coleman Design. So thank you for that, boss, and congratulations.
I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir, buddy. You too.
You too.
And then there was one. Man, oh, man, I hate to even give this guy the props because his head gets big, and man, oh, man, that's the last thing we need is this head to get any bigger. But Alex C. Harris, you are the race winner here tonight on broadcast. You got a copy.
I do got a copy.
So this race, was won with the battle off pit road. Now, granted, you still had to fight, right? The race wasn't over there, but that's where you got the lead. What happened there? Do you know that you noticed? And then we'll go on to something else after that. What happened on pit road to allow you to get off in front of Coleman?
I actually don't know what happened. I don't know why, but what I was noticing was that I had much better long run speed than he did. I was able to kind of get off corner entry and corner exit much better than he did. He was able to get me on corner center, but once I was able to kind of figure out how he was running his corners, I was able to just kind of garner a lot of time, which I kind of saw that toward the last end, that first
Right.
stint, and then once I was able to get past on him on pit road, and I managed to kind of catch him sleeping on that first restart. Kind of got up to a 2-second lead and kind of lamented the fact I got a caution because I thought I had that race won by then.
Right. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I asked Coleman this. I'm going to ask you this being the race leader. And I asked this because I emphasized it on the broadcast. You had almost a 2-second lead and that caution fell. As a driver who's still hungry for the win, so wants them really hard or wants them really bad and they're super hard to get, having a 2-second lead, caution comes out with about 15 laps to go. What's that do to the mindset?
For me, it was just a reset. So, after getting the initial kind of, just kind of the...
You get pissed off initially, and you're like, okay, whatever, let's go to work.
Not even pissed off, just kind of just disappointed, just going, all right, let's just reset, do the same thing over again, because I'm very confident in my restart. So I didn't get as good of a jump, but credit to Justin, but I still managed to pop ahead to about a second lead. Almost about a second lead right off the get-go.
Whatever you gained, you almost kept from that moment on. The gap you had was hovering about from 0.9 to 1.3 usually, and that was basically what you gained on the initial start of the restart. So kudos for you for that, being up on the wheel. Chose that high lane, which a lot of people could see as a risk. I'll tell you, it's not. If you've ran Nashville Fairgrounds, you know it's not a risk. That's where you want to be. Correct. Alex, man, you got your race win on broadcast. Who we got to shout out and thank for the number 74 car here tonight?
I just want to thank the USA Firearms and powered by Pet Lizard Performance, and a little bit of Krispy Kreme donuts as well. So, and then obviously sponsored by Monster Energy. So make sure you get your Monster Energy. I know Tanner can vouch for it. That's about it.
Right on, Alex. Well, picked up your second race win of the season. Damn it, boy, you went for a long time. Could not say you was a CLR winner, and now you've won what, 3, 4 in the past month? How many?
Pretty much. 3.
Yeah, okay, 3 race wins there for Alex. So starting in the back next week, Alex, but you got that race win tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you very much, Tanner. Thanks for the broadcast.
Yes, sir, boss. As I'm sure he didn't sound it, but I promise you he's excited. Wanted that win, and he went up there and he earned it, right? He earned it. He made that pass off of pit road and never looked back from that moment forward. Kyle, before we close up shop, what's your final thoughts here tonight as we leave Nashville?
Just a great overall race. Close, but people are giving room. Before everyone left the session, I told them I was proud of them. In the last 2 weeks, we've only had 4 cautions. So they're doing pretty good. Let's hope they can keep it up into next week. Or not next week. We have a week off next week for Valentine's Day. So we'll come back in 2 weeks and hope we can keep up this momentum that they got green flag racing.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. So next week is an off week. Then the following week, we are going to Rockingham. That's going to be a blast in these cars with a choose cone because that's also going to be a track. I think guys are going to want to start on the high lane. I'm not 100% sold on that, though. It's going to be something we have to wait and see when we get there. But for tonight, it's been Alex C. Harris, Justin Coleman, Jason Day. That was your 1, 2, 3 at podium, with 4th place being the points leader. Brian Zimmerman came in as the points leader, left as the points leader. Brad Carpenter was 5th. Brody Mears 6th. Caleb B. Thompson 7th. Zach Murphy, Lucky Dog, and Brandon Metler. That's 8th, 9th, and 10th. Chris Clark brought home 11th. Anthony Rennick, glad to have him back out here. It's a win in my book anytime he shows up. He's P12. 13th for Sweat, 14th for Bell, and Wellman is dumb and don't know how to join the session correctly, so he got 15th. So, folks.
Hey, points are points.
Yep, points are points. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we will be back on track tomorrow night for the All-Star Racing League. That is the money league that is shown here on True Sim Productions, broadcasted by Winston Deal. Tune in. They hit Martinsville tomorrow. That's going to be a blast. Don't miss it. Thank y'all for tuning in. And thank you, Kyle, for joining me as always. Mics are actually going to go off this time when we close up. Until next time, we'll see ya. As all right,
Good
look,
job.
I'm clicking right
Aw.
now, right now, right now.
Yeah. Well,